Let's see how we can install an operator within Red Hat Openshift. Keep in mind that although I told you on the previous page that an operator can be installed in command mode with kubectl, we can actually do it from the web console in a simple way. I can do it from the administrator part, where we have an option called operators, and inside I have another option called operator hub. Well, the operator hub is very similar to the one we have seen in the hub IO operator, but it has some differences, since we can find more operators. I'm going to click here so I can expand it. They are operators that are prepared to work without any issue within Openshift. I don't need to use the kubectl command to install it, as we have mentioned in the previous video. Let's do a small example. Let's select one, I enter the database option, and I'm going to select one of these databases that we have here. I'm going to go down here and select MariaDB operator, which allows us to work with MariaDB in a much more direct and much more professional way than using the template that we already have prepared and that we have seen throughout the course. If I go inside, it tells me to be careful because community type operators have not been verified by Red Hat, and therefore we should use them with caution. I click on yes, I am aware that I am using a carrier that may not have been certified with respect to Openshift. I click on the continue button and it will take me to a site similar to the one with the templates, a wizard. If you look here, it will tell me what the version is, the levels that this operator allows from basic, install, full lifecycle, etc. Full lifecycle, etc. It also tells me the source, which in this case is from the community, although in others it will appear that it was created by a company or person. The supplier, documentation, etc. also appear. The same thing that appeared in the operator hub that we saw in the previous video, but instead of being generic, it's oriented to Openshift. In fact, it tells me that I can install this through Helm chart, using the Helm installer, or using one of the resources I have here. So if I press the install button, if I click on the install button, you see that it's going to show me all the components that I can make with this operator. It tells me what the channel is, in this case alpha, and the installation mode. I tell it I want to install the operator so that it's valid for all namespaces in the cluster, or only for a specific namespace. You may be installing an operator for only one environment, for example, development, production, testing, human resources, marketing, etc. And therefore I only want to install it in a specific namespace. If you like, test it. In this case, I'm going to tell it that I want to install it in this namespace. Here I can specify if the update will be automatic or if I need to do it manually. As we have seen, it covers several levels, and one of them is the update. That is, when a new version of the operator appears, we can tell it to automatically apply the change or to wait to perform a manual approval. Here you have to be somewhat careful, since it will depend on your organization to make one decision or the other. I'm going to set it to automatic, which is a bit more comfortable. Then on the right side, it's going to tell me what resources I can create once I have the operator installed. In this case, I can create a database, a backup, a connection, give a permission, create a user. These are what are called CDRs, that is, custom resources. Any operator installation, as I have already told you, goes through two phases. First, install the operator itself, which is a bit of the engine that manages everything underneath, and secondly, start launching certain resources against that operator that are already defined bold. For example, in this case, if I want to install the MariaDB operator, later I will want to create databases, users, give permissions for that database, etc. Well, these personalized resources are the ones that I can then launch graphically. So, unlike when I am using a normal Kubernetes, I will be able to launch them from the web console to work with them. I'm going to click on the install button and wait for it to finish installing. I can verify that after a few minutes, depending on your machine, we see that it says operator installed. I can see the operator, or I can also see the operators that are installed in the DESA1 namespace. If I click on View Operator, if everything is correct, it will take me to the screen where I can check that I have all the resources that I mentioned, which we will see more calmly in the following video.